In our last video, I argued that the theme of a story is some generalization, some abstraction that we can make from the subject matter of a story, which will make it relevant to all of us. I gave the example of David Foster Wallace's short story, Forever Overhead, which is about a 13-year-old boy on his birthday. All that happens in the story is that the kid gets out of the swimming pool, he walks around the side of the swimming pool, he climbs up to the top diving board, and the story ends with him there at the edge, at the symbolic precipice of adulthood. Now, while the story's subject matter is beautifully described, the great exclamation point of foam that bursts upwards from the pool when a guy dive bombs into the water, it's the thematic resonance of the story that really makes it relevant to us. We don't care about this 13-year-old kid, we don't know him. In fact, he doesn't even exist. What makes it relevant is that we have also had to go off the symbolic precipice into adulthood. We also have to deal with the irreversibility of time. We also have to deal with getting older. Now, in this video, I want to take a look at some of the differences between subject and theme. The subject of a story is always something that matters to the characters. Whatever it is, it really matters to the people in the story. Even if it's just diving from the top board. Even if, as in James Purdy's story, Cutting Edge, it's just whether or not the son shaves off his beard. But it's something that isn't necessarily important to the readers. Or do we care whether some guy shaves off his beard or not? The theme, on the other hand, may be something the characters aren't consciously aware of, but it's something that's universal and relevant to us. That wee boy in Foster Wallace's story isn't consciously planning to approach the symbolic precipice of adulthood as he ascends the ladder to the diving board, but we have all had to lose our childish innocence. We all must face the irreversible march of time. The subject matter is told in concrete terms. It's comprised of physical details that one can touch and hear and smell and taste. It's the exclamation point of foam, the sun setting behind the mountains like an EKG of the dying day, the chlorine smell of the water, the thin chill of the breeze and the slow ballet of movement in the water below. But the theme is something abstract, something you can't touch or hear. You cannot see the loss of innocence or smell the power of love or taste the meaninglessness of existence. The subject matter is specific. It happens in a particular place to particular people at a particular time. It is about one unique boy on one specific diving board in a particular pool in Tucson, Arizona. But the theme is something general. It applies equally to readers in Aragon as it does to readers in Arizona. The subject is explicit and clear. If at the end of a story we can't agree what happened, then probably the writer failed to communicate clearly. Wait, you thought he was on a diving board in the sunshine? I thought he was sledging in the snow. Well, that's a sign of bad writing. But the theme is subtle and ambiguous. If we all read the same piece of fiction, we might come up with different ideas about what themes it conveyed. You might find a message about the transcendent importance of art, and I might find a theme of exploitation, and someone else might think that it was about the power of love. Now, that's usually a sign of good writing. So while the subject should usually be completely obvious, the theme is usually debatable. And that's a lot of the fun of discussing literature. Finally, please remember that the theme can only exist through the subject matter. It's not something that you can add in later or place on top. In that sense, the subject matter is the entirety of the story. It will either convey a theme or it won't. But at the same time, there's no reason for us to care about the subject matter unless it provokes reflection or stirs emotion around some universal theme. Thanks for watching and good luck with your writing.